I'm live. I'm doing it live again. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm doing more of these live stream videos because I decided that editing videos and doing all of that stuff and storage, it's a lot. So, in today's video, I'm going to be going over Ben Askren versus Ake Paul, True Gordie's thoughts. Is this lighting good? Can we just see if the lighting is good here? Is this better? I'm gonna turn on the light. Hold on. So someone's watching. Let me just turn on the light. There we go. So basically, True Gordie did a roundtable discussion with some of his fellow companions. Well, he basically broke down the fight. Now I was going to do a reaction to Ben Askren versus Jake Paul, True Gordie thoughts, but I just thought it'd be too much of a hassle. So I decided that I would do a semi-reaction to it on the stream, and then also talk about my thoughts and why I think what True Gordie said is probably the best assessment of how this fight's going to go. Because I believe that Ben Askren will not beat Jake Paul. So let's go to highlights. So yeah, so hold on, give me a minute. I'm just trying to find it. Where was it? It's 2 people watching. That's good. It's all right. It's decent. Where was this? On Sparring Vidal Riley is Ben Askren Jake Paul's head. I can't seem to find it. On Ben Askren. There's ads on all of these videos. Every single video that I want to watch, guess what? It has an ad. But guess what doesn't have an ad? My videos. My videos don't have any ads. So.
I feel like there's going to be not just a little bit of a difference, lads. I think there's going to be a brutal beating delivered by Jake Paul, because when Ben Askren can't go for a takedown and he's getting his head knocked back, a little bit of a difference, lads. I think there's going to be a brutal beating.
So this is the reaction part.
Because when Ben Askren can't go for a takedown and he's getting his head knocked back, the speed and power that Jake Paul's going to hit him with, it's going to be different to MMA fighters. When MMA fighters swing, it's quite wild at times. It's quite big. Yeah, it's quite big. Jake is going to hit him with he's going to hit him with wild punches as well, but like, he's going to put some real power through him.
Exactly.
And there will be no break for a takedown.
Yep.
There will be no moment where he can kind of stop this the way he
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a real... And I think the way Jake is posturing beforehand shows that he's intending to come out and batter him early.
I agree.
So
totally
I'm
agree.
expecting that personally.
How significant do you think?
So that's just like the part that Gordie talked about, and I agree with him. And this what I'm about to say might be a bit controversial. Controversial. It might upset some people, but I'm gonna say it. Also, is the lighting good if I move it like right here? I feel like the lighting is good if I move it. Ooh, that's some much better lighting. The lighting is way better here. Just props of the live stream. Okay, so what I might say is gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna say it. If Ben Askren, when Ben Askren fought, who was it? Not Masvidal. Robbie Lawyer. I think that's who it was. Robbie Lawyer. Yeah, it was Robbie Lawyer, the other guy. Whatever. There was a point in that fight when Ben was getting hit with shots, and people were like, "Oh my God, Ben Askren, he's done for." And then he came back, and then he wrestled the other guy, and then, hold on, my glasses are messed up. Anyways, so basically, Ben Askren beat Robbie Lawyer, right? I just want to make sure. Sorry. He beat him, right? Ben versus Robbie Lawyer. I call him the Lawyer. Yes, okay, that's the fight I watched. Yeah. So he beat Robbie, and that fight, to a lot of people, proved that Ben Askren has a chin, that he can take big shots. He's gone in with killers like Robbie Lawyer. I'm going to call him Lawyer, with Robbie Lawyer, and the fact that he was able to take those punches with with how small the gloves were seems to prove that like he can take Jake shots. And I am sorry, but my glasses are just all messed up today, guys. I'm sorry that I'm taking all these breaks, but this is what happens when stuff isn't edited, and I'm not gonna cut any of this out, so you'll just see me going like this. But I need my glasses fixed. That is an issue. I need my. But anyways, if Ben Askren was not able to do takedowns or wrestle Robbie Lawler, he would lose. If that was a straight boxing fight, Robbie would have won that because Ben Askren was getting absolutely beaten and bruised on. And you'll notice that in that fight, he's getting hit with these shots, and he slowly picks Robbie up, and he like is trying to strike him, and then he grabs him, goes for the takedown, and wrestles him. And this is where Ben excels at. Where Ben Askren excels at is wrestling and takedowns. He's an amazing wrestler, and he does submissions, he does TKOs. The guy knows how to wrestle, and that's how he beat the Robbie guy. That's how he beat the Robbie guy. But with see guys, I'm losing my train of thought, so on cut. Anyways, with the Robbie fight, if Ben Ben was using his biggest advantage, and that was wrestling, to beat Robbie, and that when you do a takedown or you're wrestling somebody, you're doing you're trying to hold their head or whatever, you are getting time to recover and basically have time to recover from all the huge punches that Ben got hit from. And I've noticed that in multiple Ben Askren fights, Ben will clinch you, he will take you down, he'll wrestle you and it's so smart because he knows that if he had to strike alone, he would lose. And so he is using his biggest advantage, and he is also giving himself time to recover. That is a key thing. Ben Askren, in all of his fights, when he gets hit, and he's getting hit really hard, and I know Jake will hit Ben and he won't go down instantly like Nate. But what I'm saying is that Ben was able to recover in a lot of those fights. Now imagine if those were boxing fights. I am telling you, if Ben Askren only, say it was still MMA, but he couldn't do his signature takedowns in wrestling, he would have so many more losses than wins, and that's facts. If he had to just box Robbie, he would have gotten TKO'd, maybe even KO'd. I'm putting that 100%, because Ben gets time to recover. And what Gordie was saying is, wrestlers are very wild, they're very aggressive, and Jake is coming with a lot of power, precision, and technique. And the thing is when Ben comes in to fight Jake, and he gets hit with a good 1-2, with an uppercut, with an overhand right, with an overhand left, whatever you want to say. Whatever he gets hit with, he's going to go in for the clinch. But Jake is working with MMA guys, and Masvidal too, which was interesting, to understand how to box a dirty fighter, an MMA fighter. And the thing is that Ben Askren is going to come in looking in a dirty box to go into the clinch and to give himself some time to rest. But Jake's going to expect that. And so when he goes in for that, boom, uppercut, boom, 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 shot to the head, shot to the liver, shot to the whatever. Jake is going to expect Ben's plan. And I know people are like, Ben's tough, Ben's got grit, Ben's got determination, Ben is a competitor. And those are all true things. But technique trumps hard work and heart. And I don't care. I mean, there are different situations. But in this case, Ben's heart and his ability to compete is not going to save him in this fight. And again, I think what people have to understand is that as much as, yes, Ben Askren can take a shot, if Jake Paul manages to KO Ben Askren, do not go thinking, oh my God, this guy can beat KSI, and oh my God, Jake Paul is a legitimate pro fighter, because he is not a legitimate pro fighter. Ben even said on Vidal's podcast, on Logan's podcast, that if he beats me, that doesn't mean that he's a good fighter. And he said that he thinks that Jake isn't as good as he says he is, but if he is, he can probably beat him. So Ben Askren is even admitting that if Jake is very good, he has a high shot at beating Ben. And he is. I think that Jake has the ability to beat Ben Askren and do it violently, and that's exactly what True Gordie was saying. Another thing that I want to bring up is that, listen, with Jake Paul, he obviously people are like, oh well, you know, and this is more going to KSI. Like if he doesn't fight KSI, I could care less about what he does next. But basically, what he's saying is, I beat Deji, I beat the second best YouTuber, a boxer, Gib, which isn't true. I beat an elite NBA athlete, and I beat a actual fighter. And people were like, see, he's going from a YouTuber to an athlete to a fighter. But here's the thing. Look at it this way. They have the status of elite fighter and elite athlete, but you want to know the secret? They box like YouTubers. So in a sense, Jake is fighting somebody with the title of real fighter, but who boxes like an undercard YouTuber. So in reality, Ben Askren is not Jake's toughest opponent yet, and he's not. Him beating Ben will give him the technical validity, but he didn't actually beat a real fighter. He didn't beat a real fighter. I will. If Jake knocks out Ben, I don't think he has more power than KSI. And you know what? You guys can call me a delusional fanboy. You guys can say I'm stupid. I don't know anything about boxing. But if Ben Askren, like literally in his sparring match, I'm actually gonna bring it up because this is just so embarrassing to even witness. So if we go to Ben Askren sparring, and we go to, oh my god, another ad, guys. There are ads on all of these videos. You know what? This is why capitalism is terrible. Actually, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not a huge into economics, but still, the ads are killing me. Anyways, where was it? So this is him sparring. Oh, hold on. So this is him sparring. Look at this. Look at this. So you see him doing his thing, right? Right? And then look at, hold on. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Did you see that? Did you see that? My man went like this. My man literally went like this and just went like that. Who does that, man? Who does that? Yes. Like, okay. That's the guy that Jake's going to beat, that everyone's going to say, like, is the reason why he's going to beat KSI. Let's play that back again one more time, okay, for the casuals, okay? Look at this. Look at this nonsense. My man literally turns back and tries to punch him. This guy's not an elite level athlete. He's not a real fighter. Like, bro, did you see that? Did you see that? That's all the footage you need to see that makes my argument valid that Jake Paul beating Ben Askren is just a play for him to say I beat a real fighter, so that way he doesn't have to fight an actual fighter. He doesn't have to take on a challenge. And furthermore, the realist fans and all the people are gonna be like, oh my god, like Jake just beat a real legit pro fighter. There's no way KSI beats him. My man, literally, if Ben Askren does that and gets banged by Jake, how can you think that's impressive? How can you think that Jake knocking out Ben Askren is impressive if he does something like that? If he turns around and exposes his face. But Gib is better than him. Bryce Hall could compete and maybe win against Ben Askren. It's like, this guy is not someone that should impress you. And if Jake knocks him out, people are going to be like, whoa, oh my god, Jake just beat Ben Askren, and oh my god, he just knocked out someone with an iron chin. But if Ben Askren is boxing terribly, he's being reckless, and he does that, how is that impressive? Because I'm telling you, KSI could beat Ben, Logan could beat Ben, Deji could beat Ben, a TikToker could be even and probably beat Ben Askren. It's like, this guy has the status of a fighter, but does not at all fight like one. And I know Ben said on Impulsive that, yeah, my boxing looks funky, but hey, I've won all these championships. And I hope he's right because listen. I want Ben to lose more than you could know. But at the end of the day, I want Ben to win. Sorry. But here's the thing: he's gonna lose. Ben will lose to he'll lose to Jake, and I'm gonna be very upset when that happens because I think Ben's a pretty nice guy. So, anyways, I was just kind of I just wanted to say that really. Sorry, I'm DMing somebody. So yeah, that's basically the video. I just basically wanted to create this rant video, basically just to say that Ben Askren is not going to win against Jake, and I know, and like stop listening to people that are saying that he might win, and also stop. If Jake beats Ben or knocks him out, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I'm not gonna be impressed because if Ben is boxing terribly and like Gib, how can I get afraid for KSI? How can I get afraid? How can I say that he has the skill to beat Connor? It's like you beat Ben Askren. You basically beat the most easiest person to beat. And at the end of the day, he's not a real fighter. He's not a good boxer. And I have the status of talking about boxing, but that doesn't mean I can box. So that's kind of the whole gist of the video. I know this has been going on for like 20 minutes or so. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I wish there were more people that were on this live stream because as far as I'm concerned, only one person is watching. They haven't said anything. So I don't really know what else to say, honestly. But yeah, so just a PSA on why you shouldn't be impressed if Jake knocks out Ben. Just think of everything. Just think of everything. Because people overhype the man too much. People overhype him way too much. And I'm not saying he's a bad boxer, but like it doesn't make sense if you say I'm at the level of Ali and Floyd and you want to fight Connor, and instead of fighting Dylan Moran, who Connor said was actually giving him a challenge and is a very promising prospect in boxing, why wouldn't you fight him? Because if Jake fought Dylan Moran, it makes sense for the storyline, and it gets him way closer to Connor because he beat an actual pro boxer. And if he KO'd Dylan the way he KO'd Nate, I would be like, okay, I'm very confident KSI is going to lose, but I'm still going to back him. And even then, I would still back KSI. But I would be like, that gave you one step closer to Connor. Because imagine Jake knocked out the guy that gave Connor a hard time. But that changes everything. It's like Jake is all about validity and verification. He doesn't want to do the hard work. He doesn't want the challenge because, and again, it's this strategy of saying all this outrageous stuff and then people still watching, paying money. And that's another thing. Don't pay money for this pay-per-view because that is making him win, even if he loses. Another thing is that he takes on all these easy opponents so that when he gets to the big dogs, he's good. Which I understand, but Jake is so novice and he's so inexperienced that if you have 5 easy fights and then you fight someone semi-hard, you're going to look average. And that's what I'm saying. Jake is only hurting himself and at the same time, I think, is setting himself up to failure. And I think the defeat of his boxing career will be his ego. Because I think that he could be the next Connor of boxing. He just needs to take his time and not say all this outrageous stuff now. So, yeah, well, this video's been going on for 20 minutes. I kind of don't know what else to say, if I'm being honest. So yeah, the video's done basically. I don't know who's watching this, but for that one person that's watching me right now, thanks. So yeah, I would go into a chat discussion, but nobody's here. I just want to quickly point out is that This is the realist Instagram, and I want to call him, but I know that he'll block me on my second account, so I don't really want to do that. And then here is the racist account, the Jake Paul racist fan account that is here. And should I call them? Should I call them on the air? Like just, I mean, I'm here, right? Man, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm kind of provoking it, so I can't. I feel like I'd be provoking them. So I don't know if I should. I don't think I should do it, guys. Oops. But yeah, this video's going for 20 minutes. I don't remember the last time I made a 20-minute video. So yeah. I was hoping that they would come on just so we could spruce up this live stream and get some calls in. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the end of the video. So you guys can just leave. I'm just gonna stay in this moment, with the 21-minute mark. I want to call them so bad, guys. For the one person that's watching, can you comment and say if I should call them? You don't want to do that? No? No? You don't want to do that? But okay, well, I guess the one person that's watching is now just feeling intimidated. So I should probably just delete this thing. So just gonna call them real quick. Aquavius. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I called them. Okay, I've been wasting your time. Like, sub, and comment. This video is super long. Most of you probably stopped watching, so yeah, bye.